What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 5 more tips on improving as a high school filmmaker. So these tips apply to all beginner filmmakers, but it's mostly specific for high schoolers. Alright, so tip number 1 is work with as many people as possible. When you're starting out as a filmmaker, I know it's hard to get, actors, get crew members, but if you can, get your friends to work with you. Working with a team of people is much more fun than working by yourself. So all the films I've made in the past, I always had like a bunch of my friends help me. It makes the filmmaking process a lot more fun when you get to just joke around, talk a lot, and just get, inputs from all types of people to make your film even better. An example would be, when I shot Blue Dusk. That movie, I had a bunch of people. I had a bunch of my friends, some people I met. It's so much fun working with a team of people, and you can make the filmmaking process go a lot quicker and a lot more smoother. Tip number 2 is learn from movies. So one of the best ways of learning and improving your filmmaking skills is to watch other movies. Get reference movies for your short films. So like when I was making Blue Dusk, a film about Native Americans, I watched Dances with Wolves, The Revenant. These movies allowed me to figure out what my style could be and how I'm going to approach to the story and how I'm going to edit and make the sounds for it. So watching movies gives you a lot of ideas. Just because you're watching movies doesn't mean your films have to be unoriginal. Some of the best movies like Kill Bill, they took ideas from like hundreds of different movies and all crammed it into one movie. So when you're watching movies, you can learn from the best of the best. And that's one of the best ways to improving your filmmaking. Alright, tip number 3 is to not break all the rules right now. As a beginner filmmaker or a high school filmmaker, make sure you're not breaking every single rule just because you want to break the rule. All the masterpieces that breaks rules, all break rules for a reason. So starting off as a filmmaker, learn the rules and break it when you need to, but try not to break it when you're just starting out. Some of the rules include the 180-degree rule. So when two characters are talking together, there's an imaginary line that the camera can't cross, and this basically allows for the dialogue scenes to look a lot more smoother. Another thing could be the rules of thirds. I mean, when you're framing a shot, the rules of thirds allow your shots to look a lot better. So if you want to break these rules, that's fine, but make sure you learn these rules first and don't try to break all of them for no reason. So one example of that could be when I was shooting The Reunion. I really didn't know about the 180-degree rule, so some of the dialogue scenes looked really weird, and when editing it made it a lot difficult. So make sure you learn the rules and you only break the minimal amount. Another tip would be don't spend that much time preparing. So when you're spending like years and years planning a movie, that the more time you prepare, the less likely you want to make it. I was writing a movie, it was like a theater movie. I spent like a year writing the whole movie, and the more I wrote it, the more I tried to prepare for it, the less I wanted to make it. So if you have an idea, get it on paper, spend like a few months to prepare, and then just make it. Don't wait years before making a movie, because the longer you wait, the less motivation you're gonna have to actually creating the movie itself. So make sure you don't spend way too much time preparing. And then last but not least, tip number 5 is plan out your future. So I'm not saying plan out every step in your future, figure out what you're gonna do and everything. I'm just saying figure out, do you want to go to film school or not? Because that's something really important for high schoolers to know. As a high school filmmaker, you want to know what your goals for junior and senior years are, and to know your goal is to learn whether you want to go to film school or not. So make sure you watch videos, read about what film school is like, and just to know if film school is right for you. And if it is, start preparing. Look at what these schools want from you and start working early and prepare for the application early. The earlier it is, the more likely you're going to get into these top film schools. And for me personally, I've always wanted to go to film school, so I've been preparing for the application process since sophomore year. So make sure you take the time and figure out, do you want to go to film school or not? If you don't, that's cool. A lot of people don't go to film school and succeed in the film industry. But if you do want to go to film school, make sure you research the film schools you want to go to, so you're not rushing your senior year to figure out, oh my gosh, I have to make a 2-minute short film for Chapman and like a 5-minute short film for USC. What the heck? So make sure you learn exactly what these top film schools want and then prepare for it. Have a goal. One of the most important things is to have a goal. Know what you want to do in life so you can prepare for it earlier. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully these tips are helpful to you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.